Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Elyse and I am the Program Director of Dolphin Kids Future Ready Leaders and the host of Smart, Happy, Strong Kids, which is a Facebook Live event brought to you by the Stigma-Free Society. And if you don't know much about the Stigma-Free Society, well, you should definitely check them out. Their website is stigmafreesociety.com, and they're a Canadian registered charity that aims to reduce stigma of all kinds with a focus on mental health. They promote mental wellness education for youth while providing resources for educators, school counselors, and parents and guardians. The Society's goal is to create awareness of various stigmas that exist in the world and to develop an understanding of the challenges that numerous people face and encourage people to foster acceptance of themselves and of others. They have lots of free lesson plans on their website. They also have free toolkits and other resources that could really help you start the conversation around stigmas and mental health at home and in the classroom. So I do encourage you to check them out. And thank you again so much for joining me for this Smart, Happy, Strong Kids segment. In our Smart, Happy, Strong Kids segment today, we're going to be talking a little bit more about healthy tech. As you may know, technology is everywhere and it is kind of our main mode of communication right now and main way of doing work, play, and a lot of other things that we do in our everyday lives. So what we are going to be doing is a lot of self-reflection on the technology that we use and talking about the three things that we want to make sure technology can provide us in our everyday use and how we can brainstorm and kind of self-reflect on the different websites, apps, and ways that we're using our technology to make sure that it's providing us lots of benefits and it's helping us achieve our goals and connect, create, and contribute. So if you've seen a Smart, Happy, Strong Kids segment before, you know we love to start with downtime. And the reason why we start with downtime is because downtime can really help our brain get more into receptive learning mode. So if you can activate your body, you can activate your mind. And the way that we try to activate our bodies through downtime is a little bit of stretching or exercise. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of seated movement, or you're more than welcome to stand for it as well, whatever you're more comfortable with. And we're also going to be doing a couple rounds of deep breathing. So I chose the deep breathing exercise for the day, and we're going to be doing 3 rounds just to get our brains and bodies ready to go for the activities that we have planned. And if you want to check out another deep breathing video, kind of learn a little bit more about downtime and why we do downtime, the Stigma-Free Society has posted a Smart, Happy, Strong Kids on their YouTube page, and you can watch a deep breathing segment. So it's all different deep breathing strategies that you can do at home and a few more downtime tools that you can practice and put in your own downtime toolkit that you can use at home or in the classroom too. So what we're going to be doing is if you're sitting down like I am, you can sit nice and straight. So you can sit up. I'm kind of against a wall, so I'm going to be kind of using the wall to help support me. So you're able to kind of sit against the wall. Or if you're standing, you can stand nice and tall. And the first thing that we're going to be doing is just a little bit of body stretching just to wake up our bodies. And then we're going to be moving into some deep breathing skills too. So what we're going to be doing first is we're going to be taking our right hand and we're going to be stretching it across our body, just like so. So you're going to be giving your right side a nice big stretch just to get started off. For another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Okay, now we're going to be doing our left side, and we're going to take our left hand and stretch it across to the right side, just to give ourselves another big side stretch. For another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, great. Next, we're going to be moving into some arm circles. So what I would love for you to do is bring your arms out, and we're going to be starting at the front. And we're going to be doing this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to move to the back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, now what we're going to be doing is we are going to take our right arm and we're going to stretch it across to the left side of our body just to get a nice, again, arm stretch. We're going to hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. And then we're going to bring our left side, our left arm over to stretch our left side. We're going to hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving our necks. So we're going to kind of stretch out our necks. Sometimes we hold a lot of stress and tension in our shoulders and in our neck. So kind of stretching your neck is a really great way to relieve that tension and that stress. However, we want to make sure that if we're doing any neck exercises, that we're moving nice and slow. You don't want to move too fast. We don't want any neck injuries. So just making sure that you are moving nice and slow through the motions and not rolling your head too fast or moving your neck too fast in any different direction. Okay, so go at your own pace and just make sure that it feels good for your body, however you do it, okay? So the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to take our right ear and we're going to bring it down to our right shoulder. And we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. And you're more than welcome to count out loud with me for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. And you're slowly bring your head back up. And then you guessed it, we're going to go down to the other side. And you can count out loud for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Slowly bring your neck back up. Awesome. Now we're just going to be doing a couple neck rolls. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your head down slowly. And you're going to just hold it there for 5 seconds. And then what you're going to do is just kind of gently roll your neck to the left, kind of like you're looking down towards the left side. For another 5 seconds. And bring it back down to the back, or the front. And you're going to roll it to the right. Great. And then you're going to bring it back to the front. And then you're going to slowly lift your head back up. Awesome job. All right, so that was just a little bit of body stretching to wake our minds and bodies up. Now we're going to move on to 3 rounds of deep breathing. And the deep breathing tool I chose for today is box breathing. Box breathing is one of those magical deep breathing tools, I like to say. It is one of those tools that really signals to your amygdala, that emotion center of your brain, that you're safe, that you're calm, and that you're relaxed. So this is a really great strategy to use if you have a big important test coming up, if you have a big competition, if you're nervous about trying a new activity or sport. And it's a really great tool that you can use to help feel a little bit less nervous or worried about a certain obstacle or challenge that you may be facing, or something that may be going on in your everyday life that be causing you a little bit of anxiety or worry. I would definitely encourage you to practice at least 3 to 5 rounds of box breathing a day. It is one of those tools that you can use in the car, you can use it at school, you can use it in your bedroom, you can use it anywhere. And it's one of those tools that really help you focus on your slow and deep inhales and exhales, which again signals to that part of your brain that you're safe and that you're calm. So we're going to be practicing 3 rounds together. I'm just going to explain how it works. And how it works is we're going to use our pointer fingers, but you're welcome to, as you kind of become a master of box breathing, to visualize the box in your brain or your mind, and you can also use your pointer finger to draw it on your leg too. So if you don't want to draw it up in the air, you're more than welcome to draw it in your leg, or you can close your eyes and visualize a box. So we're going to be using a little bit of visualization. And then why we use a box is because it really helps guide our deep inhales and exhales, and it helps us focus on how we're kind of slowing our inhales and exhales down. So you might have some distractions around you right now. You might hear some noises outside. You might be hearing people cooking in the kitchen, or brothers or sisters around you maybe playing on the other area of your house. Whatever it may be, what I want you to do is really just try to focus on this box and focus on your slow, deep inhales and exhales. And we're going to take our pointer finger, and the first step we're going to be doing on our box is breathing up for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, and then holding again at the bottom. Sometimes at the bottom, I like to push out that last little bit of exhale that I have. If you want to kind of just hold your breath gently for 4 seconds, you can do that too. And then we're going to be going inhale, hold, exhale, hold. And we're going to be doing this for 3 rounds. So if you need to pause this video at all just to practice and kind of follow along with me, you're more than welcome. And if you don't get it right away, that's okay. Deep breathing is a simple tool, but simple is not always easy. So it is one of those tools that you can continually practice and continually build upon. They are life skills, so this is something that you can do every single day. Okay, so you can point your finger at me, and what we're going to be doing is take a big, deep inhale for 4 seconds. Inhale again. One more time. Awesome job. So I've even seen some pretty creative ideas from kids where they do triangle breathing, square breathing, figure 8 breathing. So box breathing is just kind of one step on the different creativity breathing exercises that you can do. But if you want to turn it into a figure 8, if you want to turn it into a triangle, if you want to do it any way you want to do it, that's totally fine. But kind of focusing on a shape like a box can really help you focus on your deep inhales and exhales, and can again help signal to that part of your brain that you're safe, that you're calm, and that you're relaxed. So thank you for participating in a little bit of downtime with me. We're going to move now into kind of the main kind of activity and lesson of the segment today, which is healthy tech. So having a tech kind of understanding of how you use tech and being a little bit self-aware of the tech we use is really kind of important. It's important in the sense that it can really help us understand how often we're on technology, what we're using it for, and the different ways that we can improve our tech use. So sometimes we kind of get into apps, websites, games on our phone, social media on our phone, different things that can really draw us in. They engage us. They make us want to use our phones, our computers, our iPads, lots. And really kind of understanding how much we're using our technology, but also understanding what we're using it for is a big aspect of making sure that we have a healthy tech diet. So what we call a diet. So how we're consuming the technology that we use and what we're using our technology for. So actually Dr. Kang, the CEO of Dolphin Kids, wrote this awesome book called Tech Solution. And we're going to be doing an activity from her book today. And what we are going to be doing is we're going to be really kind of looking at our tech plate. So thinking of, again, your tech diet as what you're eating, what you're consuming, and how we can kind of consume sometimes toxic tech and how that is not good for us. So that could be, that really bad food that we probably shouldn't be eating. So kind of thinking about your tech, how you're using it in a way that maybe you should get rid of. Maybe some things that we shouldn't be using our technology for. And we'll explain a little bit more about that in just a second about what that could be. The next one is snack tech. So that is kind of, looking at different things like gaming, mindless scrolling on social media, different things that are fine in moderation, but not something that we should be doing every day. I like nachos on a Friday night, but I probably shouldn't be eating nachos every single day of the week. So thinking about some tech apps or websites or things that you use that maybe you should just snack on, not something that you should use every day. And the next one we're going to be kind of brainstorming is healthy tech. And this is where we get into kind of the three things that I really want you to really brainstorm and think about for today on what you could use tech to help you self-connect and kind of connect with yourself and other people. Self-care, so apps that help you, take care of your mind and your body, such as mindfulness apps or deep breathing apps. And also apps that help you create. So help you create and contribute your knowledge to other people. I've seen some amazing apps where children have been able to create books and publish them and share them with family and friends. So different ways that you can use technology to help you create and help you can really think about how you want to share your ideas with other people. Okay, so that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on today. So what I would love for you to do is I would love for you to grab a piece of paper, and I would love for you to divide it into a couple sections. So I divided it just by the purple squiggly line here and just to one section. This is the section we're going to be doing a little bit of brainstorming. I want you to kind of think about all the apps and tech that you use. And then I want you to draw a circle, and this is going to represent your tech plate. So we're going to kind of divide up this plate into different sections, and I want you to kind of start organizing all the things that you use technology for into this plate. And we're even going to brainstorm some ideas on how we can maximize our healthy tech, limit our snack tech, and avoid toxic tech altogether. So I'm going to give you a minute or two just to kind of get this ready to go. So again, you'll be having a section for brainstorming and having a section for tech plate. And I'll hold that up for you just for a second so you can kind of mimic that on your piece of paper that you have available. Okay, so the first thing I would love for everyone to do is you can grab your writing utensil, again, the marker that you maybe just use to draw your plate and kind of divide up your paper. And what I want you to do is we're going to start first on this section here. And we're going to be doing a little tech brainstorm. And what I want you to do is I want you to brainstorm. I'm going to set a timer on my phone. Again, healthy tech using timers. But I'm going to be setting a timer on my phone for 1 minute. And what I want you to do within that 1 minute is I want you to brainstorm all of the different apps, websites, ways that you use technology. Okay? So we're going to just kind of have a chance to take a look and really self-reflect and think about all the different ways that you use tech. So I'm going to put 1 minute on my phone, starting now. Okay, so brainstorm for 1 more minute about how you use tech. What are all the ways that you use it for? You can write down specific apps that you use. You can write down websites that you use. You can just even write down gaming, social media, kind of just what you use it for. Okay, that went by quick. Time is already up. So, some of the things I wrote down. FaceTime. Especially with COVID-19 and everything that was going on in the world, FaceTime was a really great way to help me connect and stay connected with my family, especially because they live in another province. So FaceTime is a kind of a nice one for me that I really enjoy using with friends and family. Social media, just calling friends. Games, I would say games sometimes on my phone, searching the internet on my computer or phone, and photos. So those are the kind of the main things that I wrote down for my brainstorm, my quick brainstorm. Maybe some of the other things that you wrote down on your brainstorm were coding. Maybe you like to learn how to code. Maybe for schoolwork, maybe you're able to connect with your teacher through Google Classroom or using some sort of technology to help stay connected to your peers and to your teacher and to kind of understand what you're going to be doing for homework for the week. Another really great one is using it for exercise. So maybe you have like a fitness app or a fitness website or something that you like to use. I know for kids, one that I love to use is Go Noodle. Different types of activities and apps that help you kind of get moving and get going could be another way that you use technology. Another one could be, again, just connecting with friends. So finding a different way to kind of connect with friends. That could be either through games or different activities that you could do online as well. Okay. YouTube, that's another one. I love going on YouTube, watching videos, especially cooking tutorials. If you watched one of my videos before, you know I love cooking. So kind of cooking and baking and kind of looking at different tutorials or things I could do at home too. That's another way I love using tech as well. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be dividing our plate, okay? And we're going to be dividing our plate just into two sections here. So I'm going to use a different color to divide it up. Okay. And what we're going to be doing too is also I'm going to be drawing, so kind of just divide it up in this section. And this section is going to represent snack or junk tech. Okay, so this red section here is going to represent kind of your junk tech. So things that you can, snack on in moderation, but things that you don't want to consume on a daily basis. The bigger section is going to be your healthy tech section. So this is your healthy tech. So this is where we're going to be kind of thinking about how we can use technology to help us with self-care, help us with not only self-connection too, but also connecting with other people, making meaningful relationships with others, and also how you can create and use technology for creation as well. Then one thing I want you to add to this section too is a box just in the corner. And this is a toxic tech box. And this is where you don't want any of this. You don't want any toxic tech when you're consuming technology. This is the tech that is not good for you. It's not good for your mind. It's not good for your bodies. And this would be things like cyberbullying. It would also be things like the fear of missing out, or FOMO. So comparing yourself to other people. So things that we shouldn't be using technology for. Cyberbullying is a big one. So being mindful of how you're using technology online, what you're saying to people online, or what people are saying to you. So when we think of toxic tech, we want to think of things that we do not want to be using tech for. It's just not good for us at all. So again, really kind of centering that out and thinking about the things that we should not be using tech on, that those don't even go on our plate. Okay, so those are a big no. We don't want to be using tech for that. Okay. So let's take a look a little bit deeper at junk tech. So junk tech, again, my example, I love having nachos on a Friday night, but I wouldn't be having nachos every day, or try not to anyway. But kind of looking at some of these, some of the ones I would probably put under junk tech for me is scrolling through social media. Now, social media, I find, is a really kind of great one that you can use to connect with friends and see pictures of friends, but sometimes I find that I get into this social media vortex where I'm constantly just scrolling and looking through mindless stuff, and all of a sudden time is quickly ticking by and I've lost half a day almost, it feels like. So kind of thinking about some tech that you want to minimize. So I really actually put filters on my phone where I'm not able to, or I only have a certain amount of time limit that I'm allowed on social media until I get a notification, and then I close my app. So really kind of thinking about how you can monitor your social media use is a really great step into having a little bit of healthier tech. Another one that I would put under junk tech is, I would put gaming under junk tech. Not that gaming is a bad thing at all. Gaming can actually promote a lot of creativity and critical thinking skills. But sometimes when we get too into our games, it can be really hard to put them away. I remember I had a couple of games on my phone I had to delete because they were really hard for me to stop using. So thinking about how you're using your gaming and how you can just limit it to make sure it's at a healthy time frame for you, and that you're not too much on your phone playing these games is kind of a great way to think about as well. Okay? Now we're going to look a little bit on the positive here, how we can use some tech, how we can use tech to really help us self-care. So what are some things that we can do for self-care with technology? Well, so one of the things that we can do for self-care is exercise. Fitness apps, I use YouTube a lot for exercise videos and workouts from home. That's one. Mindfulness apps or ways that you can kind of practice your deep breathing, reduce your stress, things that you can do to help you take care of yourself. That can even be timers that you set on your phone. That could be just apps to help you sleep. So that could be just different things that help you promote your self-care. So maybe on some of these, you can add over here. Some of your brainstorming, maybe you have an exercise app that you really like. Well, that would definitely go under healthy tech, so you would want to maximize that to as much as you possibly can. Okay, the next one too that we want to kind of focus on our healthy tech is connection. So for mine, I brainstormed FaceTime. So how are you using your technology to help you connect with other people and connect with other people in positive ways? So again, no cyberbullying, no kind of comparing yourself or kind of having a fear of missing out if you see your friends are out doing something and you're not there. But kind of how you're building positive connections. So FaceTime is one. Finding ways to connect with your community. I just saw a news report the other day that high school students were connecting with elderly people in care homes because they weren't able to see other people through technology, and they were building positive relationships that way. So that is a really great example of connection and contribution, and how you can kind of find different ways to connect with other people and build meaningful relationships with other people. So that could be even maybe calling a friend, FaceTiming a friend, sending them a nice message, any ways that you're using technology to help build your connections and relationships with others. And then another thing technology is really amazing for and can really help us with is creation. So how are you using your technology to create things? For me, I love to take photos, so I would even put that one here that I brainstormed. Photos or photography or taking pictures is a great way that you can create on technology. Another one too is, what do we got here? We got music. If you're listening to music, YouTube, actually, if you're making YouTube videos, that gives you a way to kind of create. If you learn coding, there's tons of different ways that you can create using technology. It's just finding the right apps and websites that you want to use that really help you build that healthy tech and help you find that you can actually share your ideas and find an outlet for your ideas that you want to share with others and that you want to use. It could even be that you don't want to share it with others, but just providing opportunities for you to create and help build on your ideas and build your creativity and your critical thinking skills is really important. I've seen some students too where they're able to use draw and art apps, which can help you, again, explore your creativity, explore your passions, and figure out what you're interested in. So hopefully everyone had a chance to do a little brainstorming, thinking about the ways you use technology, and kind of dividing it into kind of things that you want to continue to use and you want to use more tech for, or things that you want to maybe limit your tech. Again, thinking the nachos on the Friday night, you want to like kind of limit that junk tech. You want to just snack on it throughout the week, but you don't want to have it to consume your everyday life. And then toxic tech, things that we should not be doing online. And really kind of self-reflecting on how you use technology and how you want to continue to use it in healthy ways. Super important. We also have, and Stigma-Free Society will post this on their Facebook Live event, we have a tech plate that you can download, a PDF that you can download and you can do as a family. So if you want to provide enough for your whole family to use and have a really good conversation about how you use tech at home, I do encourage you to do that. It's a great one that you can hang on the fridge, and just a reminder to yourself that you are able to decide how you use technology. You are able to limit your tech in different ways and find ways that makes technology that helps you feel good and ways that it can help benefit your mind and body. All right, thank you so much for participating in that activity with me. What we're going to be doing just to end off is we're going to take a deep breath up, and we're going to end with our Dolphin Kids mantra. So if everyone wants to sit nice and tall, if you're sitting, we're going to take a big deep breath up. And we're going to bring our hands to our head. And we're going to say, I'm smart. Bring your hands to your heart and say, I'm happy. And bring your hands up and show me your muscles and say, I'm strong. Awesome job. Big virtual high five. Thank you so much, Stigma-Free Society, and thanks for everyone for joining. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you on our next segment soon. Take care.